These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side. These are my confessions. I guess I gotta give part two of my confession. What's going on? I had to hit you with a little bit of music because it is the Friday night confessional. Although you're probably going to see this on Saturday because I'm doing it a day before because I'm trying to beat my shit. So what's going on, y'all? Let me tell you, this is where I have been this entire day. Look at this. This is my office. It's my stuff, even right here. So I've been sitting here since probably 10 o'clock and it is 6 o'clock in the evening. Just been trying to work on stuff for my business. I told you I launched the 50 and free at sea cruise sailing for October. Let me tell you about putting yourself out there. Baby, I felt like Mary Catherine Gallagher today. Y'all remember her from Superstar? She would get all hot and sweaty and put her hands under her pits and be like, that's kind of how I felt. I was pulling the robe on and off because just putting yourself out there and trying to, sell something to somebody. Ooh, baby, I need to go and watch some biographies. I love those types of movies and documentaries and look at when the McDonald's brothers were getting started and the rejection. And I got to watch one of my cohort's videos, Ray, because she was talking about rejections in one of her videos. I need to tap into that and see what she's all talking about because people were like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm going to be doing this. It's just like, okay, yeah. And so you have to just keep doing it and keep building that muscle. But rejection is not fun, y'all. I mean, I don't have to tell you that you've been rejected. I mean, when was the last time you put yourself out there and were rejected? And how do you handle it? How do you keep moving forward? Well, this girl is just going to have to keep doing it. And I just got to shake it off because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm contemplating and looking for a job, but really that's just the easy way out because it's like, I don't want the rejection, but rejection comes with that because they have to give me a job. So it makes more sense to me to just keep forging ahead at this and pounding the pavement and maybe starting an OnlyFans page. I mean, I feel like I got a little cleavage. I could probably get up in there, but I don't know. Oh, other things. So yesterday I told you about my allergies and how they were allergen. Not allergies. It's a cold. I've been trying to fight it off. So since it's Confessional Friday, I don't know. I'm sitting here and I got a little glass of wine and it's tinted because it's got raspberry Emergen-C in it. I'm going to get it in all day. I've had it in orange juice. Just basically an orange juice, but hey, it's 6 o'clock somewhere. It's 6 o'clock here. So I'm having it in a little wine. Because actually I got this pineapple wine. I think it's called Triple X maybe. Horrible. Don't buy it. I love pineapple flavor. This fail. So I said, well, it's got a little effervescence and I like the bubbly, so I just put the Emergen-C in it. Kill two birds with one stone. I'm all about trying to be efficient. So yeah, that went on today. And I mean, like my steps right now, it says no activities recorded. 1294. That's an entire day. Me just sitting on the couch doing work. This is the part that people don't talk about, but I love my cohort because they talk about stuff. They ask like, what are you doing to fund your business? I'm thinking about taking out a loan. I'm thinking about when, I'm counting people's money. And I say that as far as you taking your situation and projecting one to somebody else. And so you're counting their money when somebody else's situation may be totally different than your own. So we talk about all of those things, and we're really transparent and vulnerable. And I swear, if I didn't have this cohort, I don't know, I probably would have given up and lost my crap a long time ago, because it is very lonely and can be isolating as an entrepreneur, especially if you're surrounded by people who work for other people. It is very isolating. And then I'm gonna give y'all all the confessions. Matter of fact, I should just go ahead and move the couch back. Y'all, my therapy today. Because I'm gonna probably have to stop that too. Because now with my new insurance, it's $100 per visit. It's just like, fuck. Okay, but I'm staying on track because I'm giving you confessions. We can save that for another video. Look at me growing. So yeah, it can be really isolating, and there's a lot of hats that you're wearing and juggling and trying to figure things out, and there's self-doubt and there's imposter syndrome. There's so many things that come with it that you feel like, there's guilt there. I could just keep going on and on and on about what you experience as a budding entrepreneur and how it takes a lot of focus and discipline and consistency to reach your point. And it's like and then you have this destination in mind of where you see yourself, and that might not be God's plan for you. And so it's just it's exciting, it's scary, it's frustrating, it can be maddening, it can give you lots of joy and fulfillment because you are doing something that you're passionate about. But all of those other things come with it too. And sometimes you just really don't know how to process your feelings. And why am I feeling like this? Is this normal? Am I the only one to feel like that? And so the cohort has been great for just being there and having that open dialogue. And, it's like a judgment-free zone. So that's been going on today. I sent, I don't know how many text messages to people like, hey, I'm planning this, direct messages, all of that. And, for someone who doesn't like to sell, I have to do it. And that is what has been, I don't know, it's difficult. And so I'm definitely going to watch Raven's video. Her name is Raven Michelle. I'm going to watch her video about this rejections because I think maybe the subsequent video, I need to go back and watch it and see just, what she's talking about as far as these rejections, because there are a lot. And man, baby, I got a lot of them today. But you know what? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going to woosah. Mr. is going to his niece's basketball game this evening. Since I'm trying to fight this cold, I was just like, I'm going to stay home. And I've been on the couch all day in my loungewear. But it's necessary because I don't want it to get worse. And I can feel it. I probably sound nasally too, but it's all like just right in there. My glands are swollen and just, ugh. So I've just been sitting here. I'm going to continue to sit here, and maybe I might look for some part-time jobs. I'm going to keep it real because I just don't. The hospital, I feel like that ship has really sailed, and I just probably need to, if there's something else that another job that I'm going to apply for and work for somebody else, then I want it to be back within the travel and tourism industry. I want to be able to fly for free or get some discounts on hotels, something that benefits me, because otherwise, like, what's the point? Yeah, I am getting a check, but I could just probably I don't know, thug it out some more until I hit big, or that's just, I mean, really, that's just what it's going to be. I'm just going to keep forging ahead and keep building and keep pushing. And that's the mentality that I'm just going to adopt. There, by any means necessary. That's it. I'm not going to think any other way. And that's big. And it's going to take practice, daily practice of by any means necessary. We're forging ahead, and this is what we're working on. And eventually, I think the fruits of my labor will begin to grow and flourish. But you can't just expect something to happen overnight. I can't expect that. But that's all. It was an interesting, rejectful day. But at least I'm laughing about it, right? And it just comes with the territory. Putting yourself out there, it does. And it can feel, again, lonely, but I know I'm not alone because I have Jesus. And all I have to do is call on him. If it is nobody but me and Jesus, we're going to sail. We're going to be on the ship. And it's going to be all right because that's what it is. And then eventually people like to be with the cool kids, all of that, the popularity. And so when people start seeing, they'll be like, oh, I want to do it. And maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. I don't know. But I'm proud of me for putting it out there. One of the girls in my high school Facebook page sent the details in the group, and she was like, can we do a 3 to 5 day? I can't take off work. And I haven't responded because I was just thinking, I chose this date, it's like, come sail with me. We can all celebrate, but I'm really not up for like negotiating. And so that comes with the territory. I get that because I didn't solicit for dates, and I just came up with one. When I was at the seminar, I asked another advisor, how do you determine, where you're going to go? She's like, I just pick where I want to go to. And I say, hey, come sail with me. And that makes the most sense because when you think about it, I don't know if you've ever tried to plan a group trip. They rarely, it may take a long time before they make it out of the group chat because everybody has conflicts. Everybody has this, that, and the third that, priorities that are competing. And so it just becomes impossible because you can never really get buy-in from everybody for the same date. So I'll figure out a diplomatic way to respond. And, if somebody else wants to go and plan a 3 to 5 day, hey, if it works, I'll join it too. But I just don't want to, at this point, be going back and forth because it's just like, you either can come or you can't. That's what it is. And we'll catch you the next time. And I'll just keep beginning to curate. And now that I've had this training, the positive is that, okay, I know where the resources are. I know what to do. I can create a strategy, plan something further out in advance, like next year or the year after, because those sailings are out, and just go with it because it's not going to fit everybody's timetable. And if people want to do something, they are more than welcome to do it themselves. So yeah, that's that. So I think finished his and hers yesterday. It was good. And then there's Bridgerton. I haven't begun watching it. I think Mr. wants to watch it together, so I'm gonna not watch it while he's gone, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna finish doing some of my stuff because I tell you, it's just like the checklist of things that I need to do are like, this is my daily plans from today. And then these are notes that I made to create some systems and processes for repeatable processes. So it hasn't been, I mean, it's been a productive day, and I just gotta, take that and keep it moving. So that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope that you're having a good day. Thanks for coming to my confessional. And I hope that your weekend is great. Remember, if you aren't having a good day, tomorrow is another day. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.